These are some of the trends that are expected to break the crypto market this year. Huge money's to be made in crypto, but not all trends are probably going to pan out equally. We are already seeing hype and narrative very strongly building around certain trends, others not so much. And things will come back. We'll see certain narratives pop off from time to time, but I think we'll see the bulk of the monetary gains happen in a few interesting areas. I want to talk about a couple of those today. Also, of course, the Bitcoin news, everything happening in the altcoin space. Lots of stuff going on here, guys. So let's get into it. Of course, thanks to iTrust for sponsoring today's live stream. Okay. Let's jump in. So, the price of Bitcoin, not doing a whole lot right now. We did have a nice recovery after the 15% dump the other day, grinding higher at the moment. But then when we grind higher, we didn't have to tackle with the reality of once again coming back into that area of very strong price resistance. Let's see if Wall Street can step up to the plate here and knock another home run out of the park for us. But that is the challenge right now. We still see a lot of retail money coming in. A lot of people are starting to come back to crypto, get excited. We're not at like crazy mania euphoria stages yet, but people are starting to pay attention again. High prices bring people back into the market. Surprise, surprise. Wall Street, of course, institutional money leading this rally right now. Obviously, as always, keep in mind there will be big, crazy pullbacks, so don't be surprised when they happen, okay? BitMEX reporting on the inflows for Wednesday. Again, we get the data for Thursday, a couple hours after the stream, but this gives you an idea how our week has been going. Monday, $562 million. Tuesday, 648. Wednesday, slow day, only $330 million. That's a lot of cheddar, man. Even $330 million, like, oh, it's 50% less than the day before, man. What's that? Well, that's a lot of Bitcoin. That's what the heck that is. That's still like 6-7 times what Bitcoin miners produced on that day from just this one single source. And I know I keep beating this drum like a dead horse. Beat the drum like a dead horse. Anyway, whatever. This is crazy. These numbers are insane because this is only the Bitcoin ETF inflows we're talking about. Nothing else anywhere in the world. Not a single other source. And apparently MicroStrategy's raising another $700 million to buy more Bitcoin. And dudes, it's crazy. Anyway, just the update on the numbers there. BlackRock also filing to purchase spot Bitcoin ETFs for its global allocation fund. Now, this is interesting because this essentially sets up a situation where BlackRock, this is the second fund they've announced, by the way, that's going to start purchasing Bitcoin ETFs. But now essentially you have these major funds from BlackRock, which are going to also be purchasing their own Bitcoin ETFs. More demand. Again, BlackRock, $10 trillion asset manager. They're putting their giant funds on the lines by bringing in Bitcoin ETFs to those funds. Crazy. Love it. Ethereum on a kicker today. Let's look at the charts here, guys. Let's look at the charts. This is nuts. Whoa. Now, for reference, Ethereum, of course, is still 19% below the all-time highs. But let's just look at this daily candle here. Thing of beauty. Look at this bad boy. We are grinding. We're grinding, guys. $3,922 for Ethereum. Ethereum already up. Look at this. 23%. That's insane. Just from the dip the other day on the 5th of March. Whoa. Crazy rally here we're seeing right now for really all cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin and Ethereum, of course, making big moves. There's 70% of the cryptocurrency market. Seeing Ethereum up 23% in just a few days' time is a damn big move for Ethereum. Nothing compared, of course, to what's happening in the altcoin space, obviously, but this is still a very impressive move. So damn ETH, just 19% down still. Not too much farther to go until we get back to those all-time highs. We had about a 25% price rally, which for reference is the rally that Ethereum has just done in the last couple of days. So another 23, 24% gets us, well, back to challenging the previous high, which will probably act as an area of resistance the first time we try to take it over. Maybe we get a few dollars over, rejected, slam back down 15, 20%, something like that, grind back higher before we start off for new highs. And the way we're going right now, unless something derails, looks like that's going to be challenged before an Ethereum ETF is even approved, which again, final deadline for an Ethereum ETF is May 23rd. So we'll be keeping an eye out for that. But holy crap, man. Wow. Okay, cool stuff. Raul Powell, he says, I know we all feel like geniuses right now in crypto, but we aren't. Remember, whenever you think your shit smells roses, you're likely to get your face rubbed in it. If you aren't careful, it will happen to all of us in different ways. Just make sure it isn't fatal when it happens. It's a nice point, Raul. It's a very graphic point, but a nice point nevertheless. And it's true. The bull market can really trick you into thinking that you are a genius. And I have been through enough bear markets to realize that I'm an idiot. It's always the emotional journey, isn't it? Price going up, I'm a genius. Price going down, I'm an idiot. Why didn't I sell more? Blah. Just remember those bull market vibes. It's important to, I think, as a psychological experiment, place yourself in those bear market shoes once again. If you've never been through a bear market, I know it's hard to do for all you guys who have been through the bear market. Just remember how you felt back then, because you'll probably feel that way in the next bear market if you don't sell. Okay. And of course, lots of crazy is going to happen between now and the highs in the market. I don't know how long it's going to take us to get there, how high we're going to go. We have our estimates. I'm still on the 4-year cycle train. We've got a great video coming out breaking down the accelerated cycle theory. Maybe that's relevant. Maybe it's not. We're also going to do a video on the super cycle theory. So you guys have all the information on hand, how the markets are playing out, what the theories are playing out in the markets. But if we have that standard 4-year cycle, then you have another 18 months or something like that to do some pretty crazy stuff in crypto. 18 months. Oh, man. 20 months actually is probably closer to it if we get within a month on either side of November 18th or whatever, which is how it's been historically. I'm tired, guys. Can we just go back to the bear market? It was a lot quieter. Anyway, it's exciting times. Be careful. Don't take too many risks, guys. Risk, but not too many risks. Measured risks, not crazy risks, okay? Because I know when it starts going up and the prices are going up and you get that I'm a genius vibe going on, you need to humble yourself once in a while, because if you don't humble yourself, guess who's going to do the humbling for you? The market. And it's going to be a hell of a lot more of a brutal slap to the face than you sitting down and saying to yourself, maybe I need to cool down a little bit or take less risks or whatever it might be. Okay, let's do a quick shout out to today's sponsor, which is, of course, iTrust. So if you want to do some tax-free crypto trading, this could be a very interesting tool for you. So you can take your existing IRA, you can start a new IRA or whatever, 401k or 403, whatever 3-number tax wrapping you want to put on this. You can trade top crypto coins, Solana and XRP and Bitcoin, Ethereum, all that fun kind of stuff. 365 days a year, 24/7, unlike a Bitcoin ETF, which only trades Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. And of course, just Bitcoin. So this gives you wide access to the cryptocurrency markets. Tax advantages that you can make 1,000 trades in here, never once hit a taxable event. Pretty interesting, right? iTrust is the biggest crypto IRA provider with the most assets under management, the most users, most volume, all that kind of stuff. And you can even access gold and silver via their partners over at Kitco, the real stuff, not the paper stuff, okay? If you want to check it out or learn more, you can use the link down below. We get up to $100 funding bonus when starting your account. So check it out. Okay. Thanks again to iTrust for sponsoring today's stream. So real quick bit of Avalanche news. Avalanche releases Durango and unveils, of course, more importantly, the teleporter upgrade technology to boost subnet interoperability. Big news for Avalanche. Avalanche Love my Avalanche bags. These guys have hardcore been bear market builders. And now that the market's turning around, they've been releasing so many crazy, like the last year in Avalanche has seen so much happening in the Avalanche space tech wise, from subnets to subnets for institutions. And now we have this stuff going on. So a lot of cool upgrades going on. Subnet interoperability, obviously very, very important. So fantastic. Love to see it. Great stuff for Avalanche. Big Chainflip news as well. This is one of those sort of ones I've been talking about. It's kind of like an, under the radar gem. And hey, since we started talking about it as an under the radar gem, it's up like 100%, by the way. Hey, just gonna point that out there. Anyway, we get them wrong as much as we get them right. And I know, hey, genius bull market vibes, right? But I do like Chainflip. I think Chainflip is a very interesting narrative because look how big Thor chain got. Huge multi-billion-dollar market cap coin. Chainflip, same space, same idea, going cross-chain swaps with a wide variety of different cryptocurrencies. Some interesting stuff that's upcoming here for them. Support for USDT is coming. They're going to release support for Arbitrum pretty soon. Solana is coming after Arbitrum, which is a massive, massive area to be tapping into. When they have their full mainnet launch on the 11th of March, so that's just in a few days' time, it's going to bring in a whole bunch of new features and no more restrictions, and protocol-wide slippage limits will be added and all kinds of fun stuff like that. And flip burning will be enabled. Long-term value proposition there for the flip coin if Chainflip really takes off. So I like this altcoin. I got my coins from the venture investment some months ago. I immediately took them all, locked them all into a 1-year staking contract because I think it's got potential. But hey, I'm just a dude on the internet talking about stuff. Obviously, always do your own research, guys. Quick disclaimer, investing in crypto is risky. You can lose all of your money. Okay? When you see the full risk statement as well as my full portfolio disclosures, you can check the description here on YouTube or the pinned comment on X. You'll find all my current portfolio holds as well as my venture investments. Okay. Let's talk trends. Let's talk narratives. Look, I was looking at this yesterday, and I got thinking. So this is the top AI and big data tokens by market capitalization over here on CoinMarketCap. And I was looking at this yesterday and I was thinking, oh man, we're so early. What is going on here? It's actually crazy because AI, bullish on AI. AI is going to be one of the biggest trends in everything for the next decade, maybe 2 decades. It's going to be absolute insanity. AI is going to change everything. Everything. It's going to be nuts. And crypto and AI are coming together in a very, very strong way. I think AI is going to be one of the biggest trends happening in the cryptocurrency markets in 2024, certainly, and moving really towards the end of the decade. And what's crazy is how relatively cheap, quote unquote, most of these coins still are. And we have a lot of new coins coming to the market all the time. A lot of big players still coming in that are just starting to release their products and release their networks and all this kind of stuff. So some of the biggest players in the AI space haven't even released on the market yet. So you need to keep that in mind too. But what are we going to see here? We're going to see huge valuations come in. Remember, AI is multi-trillion-dollar market cap opportunity for all AI stuff combined. How much crypto comes into that? That's a different question. But look at this market cap right here. It's $38 billion. Now, immediately, I think we need to just exclude a few of these coins here, like Near Protocol and Theta Network, for example, which are really just, they have some AI stuff, not really like straight AI plays, stuff like Render or BitTensor, like your straight AI play coins. And what's interesting, I was looking at these, I was thinking about this, and I'm considering which next AI coins to add to my portfolio. Now, for the newsletter readers, we are going to be talking about a few of those upcoming AI plays in the newsletter this weekend for premium subscribers, but be sharing this more with you guys here in the streams and stuff as well whenever we get these things sort of nailed down and I decide which coins definitely are going to be added to the portfolio or not. So I've been looking at, like Netmind and Golem, stuff like this I've been thinking about, right? But Still need to do a little bit of thinking about some of these bigger cap ones, some lower cap stuff, some private sale stuff I'm looking at. But I think even the big ones, which is crazy, even the big ones probably still have a lot of room to go, because when we take away the few big coins here that aren't really, at the end of the day, AI coins. Look at this. All meme coins combined. Meme coins, okay? Which I know, cultural representation, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we get that. Bleeding edge of technology, putting the hat on the dog, right? Culture, elegance, cockatoo, all the fun stuff. We love meme coins. They're great. Total market cap's $53 billion compared to AI, which is $38 billion. And this $38 billion, to be honest, is pretty damn generous, because, again, stuff like Near Protocol and Data Network are not like straight AI plays. So the actual market cap of AI crypto coins, we're talking like straight AI crypto coins, and it's a lot of coins have a little bit of stuff in AI. Somebody said Netmind's gonna be talking at the NVIDIA conference. Yeah, that's Netmind has been getting a lot of hype recently. A lot of hype. Anyway, if we take away all those other big coins, the total market cap of all AI coins is maybe $25 billion. Half the market cap of freaking meme coins, man. One of the most bullish sectors potentially in crypto still feels a bit early to me. That's why I've been positioning myself with expanding my AI coin portfolio and thinking about how to expand my AI coin portfolio, what coins I'm looking at, what coins I'm thinking about adding on. And some of them are a bit pumped up right now. You can see some of the prices here for some of this stuff. A bit pumped up in the last week because we do have as I told you the other day before a lot of these prices started pumping, by the way, hey, the NVIDIA conference is coming up, which is going to get people very excited about AI and everything that's going on there with AI. So I think some of these coins are going to go on to have really wild valuations. Even stuff like BitTensor and Render, which are already such big market caps. And, you're going to look at these and go, well, they're already multi-billion-dollar market cap. It's too late to buy them, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not necessarily buying those ones. I'm looking a little bit further down the track, take a little more risk because I can afford to take a little more risk. But anyway, even these ones still have pretty damn big potential moving forward, because if they can become strong players within a decentralized artificial intelligence framework, where do they go in 5 years, 10 years time? Not saying you need to buy them and hold them for 10 years, but I'm just giving you, thought processes, your food for thought, right? Where do we go with this whole AI trend? And look, we're just talking about AI right now. I think AI is absolutely massive. We're going to talk about Solana as well as a big trend that I see. And I decided not to talk about gaming today. You guys know how super bullish I am on gaming. I think it's going to be a whole other stream maybe next week or something. But I'm very bullish on gaming, and that's going to be a massive trend. But I left that out of today's trend conversation because I think AI is the one that everyone's talking about right now. Everyone will be talking about going for the rest of March with the NVIDIA conference. So there will be probably a bit of a sell-off after the NVIDIA conference. Maybe we have a run up before then. I have no idea what the prices are going to do, but we could see a cool down post NVIDIA conference. Everybody gets hyped up for a conference. Conference happens, prices tend to dip down a little bit. So I'm not saying it's the best time to buy or anything, but again, food for thought. But lots of great stuff out there. GPU network stuff is really popular right now, but really anything leveraging really direct sort of AI with language learning models and stuff like this, or enabling others to bring in different learning models and stuff like that. Very interesting stuff. And there's some really nice low cap stuff as well. EMC, Edge Matrix Computing, is one that we've mentioned here a few times on channel and in the newsletter. Still pretty low market cap, like $30 million market cap. And another one I've just invested in via an OTC deal is AIT Protocol, which is kind of like a train to earn sort of thing. Lots of big partnerships lined up for those guys as well. So relatively low market cap compared to some of these bigger boys. Obviously, guys, always DYR before aping into any random stuff that I mentioned for like 30 seconds on a stream. Okay, please. Okay. AI is going to be massive. Don't fade it. I'm not fading it. Okay. Meme coins, obviously still going to keep doing things, but the AI thing is so big. And look at what Eugene's pointing out here. 1% of the market cap of the entire crypto market cap is AI right now. It's probably going to go on to be like 10% or something like that. He says it's correlated with the Web 2 AI sector. Yes, when AI pumps in Stock world, AI pumps, and crypto world. You see again with the correlations like the NVIDIA conference. He says there's few investable blue chip tokens today. It's easy for normies to FOMO. Exactly. You can buy something like, think about this. Render's $3 billion. I'm not trying to make a comparison of Render to NVIDIA, but you see how big the market caps got for some of these big AI stock companies, which are doing infinitely more than any of these crypto companies are going to do. But still, it gives you an idea of how crazy things can get when the FOMO starts kicking in. And he says maybe a rotation from memes to higher IQ stuff, aka AI stuff. Nah, you just have to ape into AI. No, don't ape, guys, or ape, but ape responsibly, okay? If you're gonna ape. All right, let's talk about Solana. Solana, big narratives here as well. Andrew Kane pointing out the momentum for Solana on-chain activity is insane. It's the premier place for all new users to shitcoin and to find the next 1000x. He is absolutely right. Using Ethereum sucks right now. There's no other way to put it. There's no other way to put it. Solana, you go there and it costs a penny. A penny. Come on. A lot of hype still building around Solana, and it's good to see. Andrew goes on and says, Sol is about to accrue a huge monetary premium because every dollar that goes into meme coins, they need to buy Solana. First, study the Cambrian explosion of BSB last cycle and its effect on BNB, or study the ICO effect on ETH in 2017. Good going up in the bull market, bad going down in the bull market because everybody starts selling out, right? Escaping, running from the collapsing city of shitcoinery. The collapsing city of shitcoinery. That'll be for 2025 us to worry about, though, hopefully. Solana meme coins seeing triple to quadruple percentage gains. Look at this. Solana. You could have been the guy to make the Solana meme coin, guys, and this other guy did it, and it's up 2,000%. What's going on out here? Popcat, Banana Cat. All right, again, bleeding edge innovation out here in the meme coin game, guys. You thought we were stopping at putting a hat on the dog? No. We got Banana Cat now. New paradigm of money vibes, guys. New paradigm of money. Anyway, we love meme coins. Meme coins are hilarious. And it's hilarious how much money people make off them. Big news for Jupiter holders, one of which is me, obviously. But they've got their launch pad candidates up right now. So if you're holding Jupe, you may want to consider voting on this. We're already starting to see stuff like this one here, which is banks, and they're launching a vote bribing network. Now, that's very interesting. That means you'll be able to get extra rewards for voting. Now, that's very, very interesting, isn't it? So Jupiter's already got a bunch of rewards lined up for voters. And I imagine that voting is also going to count towards Jupiter's next big airdrop, January next year. So, yeah, I feel like it's a virtuous cycle right now doing Jupiter voting. So I'm glad I added a whole truckload more of Jupiter. I'm finally in profits on that huge bet that I made. So that's cool. And I think that's a bet that's going to keep paying off. Hopefully, as Solana hype builds, I can see Jupiter being right at the center of all Solana hype as we see great launch pads come. And if they turn on that fee sharing switch, holy crap. Hey, by the way, huge airdrops coming right now for Solana Network. Drift Protocol, Parcel, Zeta Markets, IONET, and Camino Finance. So I'm in line for all those except IONET. I didn't do the work to get that one, but I did. I'm investing in IONET, so it's pretty exciting, but another AI play. But Drift, Parcel, Zeta, and Camino, I'm hoping I'll get an airdrop on all those. Zeta, I'm not so sure. I was pretty lazy about that one. I think I did like 2 or 3 trades there and then never went back. So I deserve not to get an airdrop there. If I get one, cool. Drift Protocol, I stopped trying to farm it because it wasn't really worth it. The amount of points that I was getting versus what I was losing and like slippage and all that kind of stuff. So it didn't really make sense. Parcel, I've had a bunch of money there for a while, and I've got high hopes that it'll be a pretty good airdrop when it comes out. Camino Finance also had a bunch of money there, and I hope that it's going to be a pretty good one. I had my Jupe over on Camino, but had to take it out to do Jupe governance, which is double-edged sword because I was getting some really good Camino points. Anyway, lots of opportunities out there. 5 stimulus checks coming for the Solana ecosystem. What happens when people get stimulus checks? They take it and they buy more Solana. They throw money into meme coins. They gamble more. I mean, invest more. They invest more, right? We also are starting to see stuff like this. So this is Whales Market. You guys know about Whales Market? So they list coins before they actually hit the market, particularly around like airdrops and stuff like that. So I'm bringing this up because of Arc. Arc is they're going to be doing an airdrop, and they had an airdrop for like jupe holders and pith stakers and stuff like that. Although the window is very short, I missed the window, which drives me crazy. I was like, oh, I'll do it on Monday when I get to the office, and then on Monday it was too late. Never leave for tomorrow what should be done immediately in crypto because you miss opportunities. Anyway, I always thought it was pretty interesting. This Whales Market, and Ivo is doing a similar thing with these pre-market tokens. So we're seeing a lot of pre-market tokens trading weeks before they actually hit the market and people start getting them. But ARC is a 1000x perpetual index. It'll be pretty crazy when it comes out. So keeping an eye on that one. By the way, private round investor in ARC. As always, guys, you can see my full list of disclosures again in the description. So let's crack one open. Oh yeah. And talk shop. What do you guys want to talk about today? Lark, can you help a brother out here? I need $5,000 until the end of the bull run. Start airdrop farming, man. Less time asking for handouts, more time airdrop farming. Your full-time job is now airdrop farming. Go get it. Come on, there's like 30 test nets right now that are going to be doing incentivized drops. If you're not farming every single one of those, if you don't have money and you're not farming every single one of those, what are you doing? What are you doing? Straight up. So many opportunities out here. Just need to think about it. All right. Meme coins making crazy money. Even if you have $50, go buy $10 of 5 different meme coins. See what happens. You're probably going to lose that $50, but it's only $50. You'll probably be able to get another $50. But if even one of those meme coins kicks off and turns into 500 or 1,000, guess what? You're now 1/5 of the way to your goal of getting $5,000. So it's all out there for you, man. The opportunity is there for you. Think about it. Okay. Let me see here. Any idea when the Milky Way airdrop is coming? Nope. I don't know exactly when they're going to do that, but I'm just chilling, accruing points until then, and I hope it's a good one. Also, have you heard about the Aerodrome Finance? I've heard about it, but I'm not super familiar with it, so I don't have an opinion on it. Sorry. I don't have, can't have an opinion on every single coin out there in existence. Okay. Lark, do you have any idea about the upcoming Madic upgrade? You mean the transition of the token? Well, look, Madic, we're going to be doing a full breakdown video on that in like a week or two. So stay out and we'll keep an eye out, and we're going to have that for you. So instead of misspeaking now, just wait, and we're going to have a nice researched, information-dense video coming for you. So watch out for that. Lark, do you like Hive Mapper and the Honey token? I'm not super familiar with it. I read Jesse's report in Wealth Mastery. So for our premium members, we do weekly altcoin deep dive reports. We did one on this. I liked it. Sounds like a really interesting idea. I kind of thought maybe I'll even get one of those webcams and stick it in my car and drive around, earn some money, and just that'll make a video on it and tell you guys about it because it'll be an interesting experiment to do. But no, I have not actually, I haven't got the thing yet, or I probably won't. Just too much other shit going on, to be honest. But I think it's a cool idea. I mean, if you're somebody who's driving a lot, why wouldn't you do it? Seems like a cool idea. Obviously, you may never get an ROI if the token price drops, but we're going into a bull market. That token price may not drop precipitously. You might actually get rewarded for that and get your ROI and maybe then some. Lark, how will you take profits on your Bitcoin? I'm not sure I will. I have a problem. I'm emotional attachment. That's the one bag I'm married to. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I might sell a small percentage of my Bitcoin with the idea of trying to rebuy later. And if I miss the rebuy trying thing, then say la vie, I still get the majority of my bag. But the vast majority of my Bitcoin bag, I will be holding on to come hell or high water. P. Porter says, how do we start doing airdrops if we've never done that before? So you're going to go to thewealthmastery.io. You're going to subscribe to our newsletter because every week we spoon feed you an airdrop in the newsletter. So it's a nice way to get your feet wet and go back and look at the last 10 issues. Half those airdrops are probably still valid. Look, there's a lot of different airdrops. Go look up my video. I was like top 10 airdrops now, basically. It's probably a month or two ago. A couple of those might even have happened, but go look up that video. I did an airdrop guide on YouTube recently. So go look these videos up. They're recent. They're super, super valuable. They're super interesting. Step-by-step guides on how to actually do this stuff. And it's funny because I made those airdrop guide videos and nobody wants to watch. Like they're like the worst performing videos that I'll put out, you know, so it disincentivizes me to keep making more of that kind of content for you guys because you don't want to watch it. But go and check it out because it is good content. It's out there. Enjoy it, and it's going to walk you through a lot of this stuff. But definitely check out the newsletter. We share airdrop alpha every single week, huge amounts of it. And airdrop readers have made literally thousands and thousands of dollars from the airdrops that we've shared in the newsletter, including recently W, for example, W Wormhole and their W token. We shared about that multiple times in the newsletter. So I'm sure a lot of people got airdrops worth thousands of dollars again. Okay. Where are we up to? Lark, how much Bitcoin do you own? Joe, come on. That's a cardinal sin question, man. You don't ask Bitcoiners how much Bitcoin they own, dude. Come on now. Come on. Put it this way. More than one and less than a billion. Tim says, Lark, what would you adjust about this portfolio? I have no idea, but let me just try and break this down a little bit for you. I don't know who you are, what you're doing with these, what your goals are, what your risk tolerance is. It's always one sentence and a few coins is always a very, very tricky thing. Bitcoin, solid. Let's just say that 1.16 BTC. If you got that, that's solid. Nice. Well done. Good stacking. Doing well. 3,500 DOT. I would just say that I hope that you're got your DOT staking. And if you're staking it, that you're not doing it via an exchange, you're doing it via a wallet that you control the keys to so that you can get the airdrops that are coming up, like the dead airdrop. And of course, you're getting your staking rewards because staking rewards are super juicy right now for DOT. Understand, of course, there's also a 28-day cooldown period. So if you're looking to sell your DOT at the end of the cycle, you want to unstake before that happens. 40,000 ADA. I guess if you're a big Cardano fan, why not? Again, I hope you're staking that. You get your 5% or 4% or whatever APY that Cardano's got right now. But not financial advice, obviously. If it were me, I would question the Cardano hold. Now, not throwing shade on Cardano. I just, from everything that I see currently, I feel like Polygon is a more interesting asset compared to Cardano for a similar market cap zone. Just a thought. Just a thought. But maybe you're a big Cardano fan. You've super well researched it. You know what the upcoming catalysts are, et cetera, et cetera. I don't follow Cardano as closely anymore, so I couldn't tell you any of that sort of stuff. But hey, man, overall, very low risk portfolio, 3 coins, easy to manage. So rock and roll, dude. I hope you make a lot of money off that this cycle. Tim, how to airdrop farm. Again, please go see the videos. Please sign up to the newsletter. We're spoon feeding you guys like so many airdrops all the time. And I've made multiple videos with step-by-step details on how to farm airdrops. So please go and check them out. Okay. All the information is there for you guys. You just have to find it. You have to have a little bit of curiosity. Go find some of the tutorials here on YouTube. Find some of the tutorials on X. Sign up to the newsletter. We're giving you regular tutorials on how to find all this stuff. So like, honestly, so many out there. Is it true that there's no airdrops in the USA? Yes and no. A lot of airdrops will ask you to have sort of, Scout's honor sort of thing when you have to click a button and say, I agree that I'm not a US person. You can usually probably just click that button and then go in or use a VPN. I'm not telling you to do anything obviously sketchy or whatever, but just everybody's gonna make their own decisions on these sorts of things. So plenty of people in the US find ways to get airdrops. Let's just put it that way. Okay. Are we up to? Austin says, thoughts on cock and you? COQ, guys. It's French. It's cultured. It's cool. I like it. I like the name. I think it's funny. It's actually one of the best performing coins right now in our $10,000 to $100,000 portfolio for the newsletters. We're doing the $10,000, $100,000 challenge in the newsletter, which of course you're signed up to. But that's actually one of our best performing ones, up 200% already, which is pretty awesome. So love to see that. That's all the cock I have, except this one. But that's the wrong one. That's that we're talking about. We're talking about the chicken, guys. Come on, we're talking about the rooster. Anyway, I only have like I guess $3,000 worth of it in that portfolio. I don't actually have any in my main crypto portfolio, but I think it's one of the funniest memes so far, though. Lark, do you know why Prisma's only going down? Too much token inflation. If you're staking and getting the big rewards and stuff like that, then you're not so much a victim of the token inflation, but you can benefit from it. But yeah, I think we need some good catalyst to catch up there so we can see demand outpace inflation. Okay. Sergio says, Lark, any idea when Manta will release our ETH? End of March. If I remember correctly, was the date. You can also just get out now if you want to take a small loss. I did this the other day. Didn't lose much. Not much. It's like 1% or 2%, something like that. Was not very much. But I wanted to actually do some other things with my ETH besides leaving them laying around in layer bank. So I just decided to take the hit, and I used Aperture Finance, which you'll find if you go to layer bank. There'll be a swap option up at the top on layer bank, and you can go to Aperture Finance and use sort of Aperture Swap or whatever, and do your swap there to get your stone into ETH, and then bridge it out with like Orbiter Finance, so you don't have to wait any time. That's what I did. Mac Baby says, today I crossed 205,000. I invested 40K total. In the bear market, I own Solana, Injective, Ethereum, Render, Shiba Inu. I'm so scared when the greed kicks in. I wouldn't know when to sell. I don't like charts. I hodl. Any tips on how to get out? That's, hey, well done. Well done. Let's raise a Perrier to that. Man, that's awesome. Look at that. You're up 400%. Kicking ass, dude. I love it. Good coins. As always with staking, right? I hope that you're looking at staking options here for your Solana and your Injective and stuff like that. You don't have to. You can just hold the spot and not think about staking at all. But just a thought. Just a thought. Anyway, any tips on how to get out? So if you're not looking at charts, you don't have to just look at charts. There's a lot of sentiment stuff that's going to be those sort of top signals. And I know we talk about this a lot. Coinbase app, top 5 app, crypto.com and Binance as well. They're in the top 10 of all apps, not just finance apps, but all apps. You'll know that's a definite crazy sign. Jimmy Fallon buying $1 million NFT, sports stadiums being sponsored by crypto companies, the old friends calling, and some of this stuff's already kind of happening. So it's a question of how reliable the indicator becomes if everybody is looking at it as an indicator. But then again, most of the people who come in are not even here yet. 90% of the people still to come haven't arrived. Most of the retail are going to come and be in total denial of reality when they buy the top and then sell the bottom. But a lot of these things are what we normally look for from a sentiment perspective. You do probably want to bring in some technical aspects to it. You don't have to go super hard. There's a good website called Look Into Bitcoin, lookintobitcoin.com. That website's got all kinds of cool things like the MVRVZ score, which when that tops out big time, that's a potential sell signal. They have the Pi cycle top indicator there. So these are things that you don't have to really think very much. You just look and basically there's a very clear like, oh, that's topping out. It's crazy sort of vibe on it. You can put 4 or 5 of those different on-chain charts together, for example, and maybe get a good indication of when things are getting a bit too crazy in the markets. We're probably also going to have some kind of big announcements throughout this bull market cycle. I'm not exactly sure what they're going to be yet, but we're going to have like, I don't know, a central bank buying Bitcoin, and that'll be like a top-like moment, or we'll have some other giant crypto IPOs, for example. Those could be top marking moments like Coinbase was previously. Yeah. there's a lot of different factors that can come into it here, but those are some of the things you might want to be considering, some of the things you might want to be watching. Also watch for BlackRock outflows. I know we're all talking about BlackRock inflows right now, but BlackRock outflows will be as impactful and as important to watch later on. So don't forget about those when the time comes, because when BlackRock starts moving out, watch out. And then we'll see other things like if you see the staked Ethereum coins starting to depeg, that could lead to a massive cascade of liquidations and basically a restake and rehypothecation crisis in the Ethereum ecosystem, so on and so forth. All right. Cool. Let's continue. Good questions, guys. Bailey says, do you ever store your Bitcoin or other crypto in hardware wallets? I exclusively store it in hardware wallets. And if you love your Bitcoin, you'll probably want to consider doing the same. If your Bitcoin is sitting on an exchange, guess what? It's not your Bitcoin. It's the exchange's Bitcoin. You just have an IOU for it that you're hoping to be cashed in at some point in the future. If you want to really own your Bitcoin, get it on chain, get it in a wallet, a cold storage wallet, not a hot wallet, not an Exodus wallet. The amount of people have been hacked using Exodus. Holy crap. Get a hardware wallet, store your coins, take charge of your sovereignty. There you go. Lots of great questions, guys. I'll do one or two more. We're running a bit late here. Just talking shop, having fun. I hope you guys are enjoying it too. We're running a bit late on all the other questions here. I'm trying to keep the streams closer to like 30 minutes, but I guess I got rambling on the AI stuff for a bit there. I hope you enjoyed it though. Lark, how do you feel about your Arbitrum bags with the Denkun upgrade coming? It feels like a long time. It looks like Arb is finally moving. I know, dude. The amount of times I've looked at my Arbitrum bags, I've been like, oh, they're moving so slowly and they don't do anything. Come on, Arbitrum bags. And then every time I think, I'm like, I should just sell them and buy something else. And I'm just like, I know the second I do, it's going to go off and it's going to just go on this crazy freaking rally, even though it's this useless governance token that doesn't really capture value. It doesn't matter when the right narrative comes into play, which could be the Denkun upgrade. And of course, the big unlock coming, which is like equivalent to like 80% or something of the total supply of Arbitrum currently circulating in the market, which is problematic. We'll see how that goes. Is that priced in already? I don't know. But by the end of March, I think we should have a pretty good indication whether or not Arbitrum is going to move or not. And if it's still stable coining around $2, then I don't know. I might consider selling it if we haven't seen any movement from these catalysts coming up. Or maybe just a dump from the Arbitrum unlock. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Donkey Dong says, I understand the paradox. Only a handful of us are going to make it out alive. The rest will be holding their shrunken cock in you. Yeah. Anyway, it's true. Not everybody's gonna make it out of the market. Now, look, I got good news for you. If you're here, your chances of doing well, if you remember to sell, are very much inflated from when we're going to be having these conversations in late 2024 or in 2025, when the market's going absolutely crazy. People entering at that time are going to be having a much rougher time of it. They're going to have their backs against the wall. They're going to be buying high, probably selling low. Dre says, what happened with Exodus? Just a lot of people have been hacked with Exodus. It's not necessarily Exodus's fault. It's just that Exodus is a hot wallet and not many people connect their ledgers to it. Exodus can be a nice interface to use if you want, but you may as well just use MetaMask or Phantom. They're great wallets too, and they have the hardware wallet support. And again, I just haven't used Exodus in a long time, so I don't know, but I've heard plenty of people getting hacked using Exodus because they use it as a hot wallet, and then your money's gone. It's not throwing shade on Exodus necessarily. It's more just about hot wallets. It's a very popular hot wallet to use. I see everybody's enjoying cultural elegance, French cultural elegance in the chat here. You guys are hilarious. Chris says, does Link beat Bitcoin this cycle? Well, in terms of total percentage gains, yeah, I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will at some point. It's just a question of when. Well, I mean, so, well, think about this. Since Link was $7, it's gone up 200% in less time than Bitcoin's gone up just 100%. So Link is already outperforming versus Bitcoin. And I'm sure it will continue to do throughout the cycle.
Okay, Bitcoin's the slowest mover of all the cryptocurrencies, even though it's been moving very well recently. Those moves, big, dramatic $1,000 a day moves sound very exciting, but then you realize only like, oh, I'd actually only went up for like 4 or 5% today. Altcoins went up 50%. Where do you want to make your money? Jojo Mon, Lark, do you think MXM has the potential to be a new Axi Infinity of this cycle? I like MXM, and I talked about it in the video yesterday. It's Mixed Mob, still very low market cap coin. I've got a big bag. As a private round investor, I bought a whole bunch more off the open market the other day. I think it's got some nice catalysts coming up with main game release and then other game release much later in the year. Big IP that they're working on, stuff like that. So I don't know. Will it be this cycle's Axi Infinity? I know that's a comparison that some people have made. Hard to say. A lot of gaming competition. And I enter these kind of positions on the basis that I hope it goes up, but it could go to zero. It's a low market cap gaming coin, right? So you got to keep that in mind. Industry veterans behind it, big backers. So I think it's got nice potential, but hey, market doesn't always have to agree with me and my thoughts, and it doesn't always agree with me and my thoughts. Anyway, guys, I think we're going to finish up there for today. Lots of great questions. Let's see if there's any other great ones before we finish up. This dude keeps asking, why am I obsessed with Polkadot? I'm not obsessed with Polkadot. I'm not obsessed with any of this stuff, except all crypto in general, but I'm not obsessed with Polkadot. I just like it. I've had a bag for a long time. And when I got my bag back from Parachains, I had the decision to make, am I going to sell it now? Or is there something good coming up? And I looked at Polkadot 2.0. I said, that's probably going to provide some nice hype and narrative in the market. Fantastic. I'll hold it until then. Not wedded to this bag, man. I'm not obsessed with it, right? It's a funny way to put it. The only thing I'm obsessed with is Bitcoin and crypto more broadly. In terms of all the other cryptocurrencies, every single damn one of them, every one of them, I'm going to sell for money. Money, cash, dirty, stinky money. I'll put some of that back into Bitcoin during the bear market. We'll rebuy a new crypto portfolio then. It'll be fantastic. A lot of money will go out of the crypto markets altogether, buying real estate and some stocks and stuff like that. It'll be great. Don't get married to your bags, guys. Remember, take your profits, so the market will take them for you. See you next time.